I want to talk to you about actually cortisol as well, which will be coming up in the new year. Cortisol is the enemy to basically any kind of gain, even in your life and in the gym.
Instincts going no, looking bad like a bat with an eye patch. All black through the woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I burn it down. What it is, what it do, whole clique getting live on the talk of the town. Lemon City had a mouth and it wouldn't shut up. On a hunt for a crown, when I get it, I'ma burn it, cause nobody in the game right now even deserve it. What I need a crown for anyway.
Oh, what's up, YouTube?
What up, YouTube?
What's going on?
Graham, what up, everybody? How's everybody been? How's the New Year's? Hope it treated you well.
Where are we? We're in the studio.
We're in the studio. Yeah, we're in
What's up, guys?
Workshop.
Stay tuned. We're actually setting up our new studio.
Yeah.
That's coming up. That's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be nice.
We're gonna do a lot more lights.
Yeah.
A lot more brighter. You kind of look like a ghost right now.
I do. Looks like the sun is just shining on me right now.
Lord Jesus.
Lord, praise Jesus.
Okay, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about cortisol and how it is detrimental for growth in the gym and even in life, actually, because it affects a lot of areas, not just in the gym. But I'm not going to go too far into that. I want to stay more on the topic of in the gym. So without further ado, I'm going to just jump right in there. So what is cortisol for the people that don't know? Cortisol is your main stress hormone. It is part of your brain that controls mood, motivation, fear. Your adrenal glands make cortisol, best known as the fight or flight instinct in a crisis situation. So like back in the day, caveman and saber-toothed tigers, it helps. Nowadays, it's literally just psychological and constant for most of the people in large cities and small towns. But it plays a number of roles and things. The very reason I speak of this hormone is because it manages how your body uses or reacts to carbs, fats, and proteins. Cortisol receptors, which are in most of your cells, by the way, if on high alert, can alter or even shut down reproduction systems, immune systems, digestive systems, and most importantly here, your growth process. Exercise alone reduces levels of adrenaline and cortisol. It activates the production of endorphins, which are the chemicals in your brain that are your body's natural painkillers and mood elevators. Basically, what makes you happy. Or if you're a stoner, it makes you feel great if you're smoking that stuff. But in this case, it's just mood elevators and painkillers. So like, especially after exercise, I'm gonna get into this a little bit in a minute, but after exercise, when you have that nice hot shower and you just feel so relaxed and you're just letting that water hit all those muscles that are tight and need to be, expanded a little bit, that actually is part of the healing process and will help. I want to quote an old philosopher. Most people would know him as Plato, back in the ancient Greek history, I guess you could say. He says exercise will cure a guilty conscience, which is true, because some people go in the gym and they get mad, like they're mad before they get in there, or they're stressed out a bit before they get in there, and they want to go and de-stress, right? But if you think about it, if you're in the gym and you're pissed off before you go to the gym, are you really thinking about still being pissed off, or are you focused on your body, like your mind, your soul? I think you forget about it, which kind of excited me a little bit when I read this quote, because it just kind of clicked. I was like, yeah, because like I was mad before when I first started exercising. I was always pissed off. I just had a shitty breakup, so I used that anger or that fuel. But when I was in there, I wasn't thinking about her. I wasn't thinking about the breakup or how we broke up. It was literally forgetting about it and just focusing on my body, focusing on my mind, focusing on my goals. So that's just maybe something to think about, food for thought, more or less. Because if you're under constant stress, this can cause a lot of problems, like anxiety, depression, headaches, heart disease, memory and concentration problems with digestion, trouble sleeping, which is crucial in gains in this segment and in the gym, right? You need sleep to recover and repair. So too much cortisol for too long stunts tissue breakdown, reduces protein synthesis, which sucks. You don't want that happening, and stops the conversion of protein to glucose, which can decrease muscle and up the abdominal fat, which nobody wants. I don't want it. Fred don't want it. Nobody. All right. When you're in the gym trying to get fit, you don't want to up your abdominal fat. You want to shred it.
You gotta lower the beers, dude.
You gotta lower the beers. You gotta stay away from too much beer. I'm not saying stay away from beer because I like my beer, but you gotta stay away from a lot of beer at this point. It also affects the growth hormone, L-arginine, tryptophan, ornithine. If I said that right, probably not. But it also affects, this is what gets scary, it affects sex hormones, which is detrimental to the man's libido and even the woman's fertility. So now we're gonna move on to what you can do to maintain a healthy cortisol level, because we can't really get rid of it. It's always gonna be there, but you can decrease it. So what I've researched and what I found is just don't overdo it, right? Listen to your body and take breaks. I say no more than, 30 seconds in between sets and stuff like that. 90 seconds is good too. If you're powerlifting, 2 to 4 at most. I mean, this is like heavyweight. You're pushing like 500-pound deadlifts. Give yourself some time. But yeah, and actually I found out that later in the day, cortisol levels are lower. So maybe leave those intense days, like big leg days or like back and buys, chest and tri days. Maybe leave those for the end of like after work or after a few meals, like you've had like 3 or 4 meals at least before you get in there. This is supposed to be beneficial for gains and lowering cortisol. Eating properly is a big thing to fuel your body and consume carbs and proteins after your workout, as well as I find before as well. That's to decrease the response of cortisol levels, which can be high at the time because either work or stress or money or family, whatever it is, right? Like everybody's got their problems. So to maintain that healthy cortisol level, just try to listen to your body. Try to go later if you can. If not, you can't really help it. You're probably got to do it before work, whatever. And just eat properly. Eat to fuel your body. You got to, or you're not making any gains, trust me. Basically, to sum it all up, cortisol is bad. I mean, in some cases, right? I mean, if you're in a situation where someone's got a gun to your head or a knife to your throat or something else and you need some kind of
drinking buddies?
Drinking buddies. Yeah, drinking buddies, as he would say. But yeah, if you're ever in that crisis situation, cortisol levels are there to either fight or flight moment, right? You're either gonna run or you're gonna beat the crap out of somebody or fight to win something over, whatever it may be. But so to be serious here, cortisol is detrimental for growing any muscle and shredding fat. Not only that, but also your mental health, which will be affected and will lead to a number of problems, like I've said. If you don't take any action, like weight training, cardio, any kind of anaerobic exercise actually will help you decrease cortisol. Basically, that is all I have, and this is my first ever research content, and I'll give you all the links. Well, Fred will give you all the links in the bio, because that's his area of expertise. He will put the links in the bottom of the YouTube there, and I'll send links on Instagram, whoever wants to actually look up the research that I've been doing so that I'm not just talking out of my ass. I hope you enjoyed this vid. Hope it was helpful. Leave a comment and a like, hopefully, down below, hit that subscribe button, that bell. Yeah, and go follow Fred Easy. Go follow Mode Power Bro 21. Well, that's my list here. Go follow Fit Guy Scott, Next Gen Aesthetics. Follow me on Instagram, Tyler_Wood90. And that's it. Blah.